So I'll let you guys listen to it while I go get my charger. I'll start it out. It is from Tired of Nonsense. So that's who we're listening to. Hi, good morning. Yeah, I'm just choking on, I don't know. Who knows? I must be getting ready. I'm cleaning up my apartment the rest of the way. Oh, no problem. I got you. I think I did that last night I don't know. I think I accidentally dialed somebody last night. I had to check it. Alright, so I'm gonna let you, this is, that's part 3. I don't want part 3. Part 1? This is Tired of Nonsense talking about Guardians of Valor. It starts off very slow.
Yourself.
Everybody come in and just keep tapping and just let everybody get in. I'm going to be quiet for a minute and
is this better?
Everybody gets in, if you want to let whoever needs up.
Okay, sure will. Thank you.
Is it better? Yes, okay. It's because it sits on my stand. Sorry. Let me go grab it.
Hey, y'all. Everybody. Checkmate, I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, y'all, if y'all will, please share this out. Everybody needs to be here. Tap the screen and share the live, y'all. Hey. Hey, BT. Hello. What's happening, baby?
Nothing. I'm excited for this live.
Ooh. How are we? Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Janie. Y'all tap the screen and share the live, please.
I only need like a minute or two while everybody's getting in here. Everybody just please keep tapping, especially for this one.
Yeah, and just so y'all know, if we go down, we are going to go over to my platform. So just in case
They don't.
This goes down, y'all know where to go.
Hold on, I'll fast forward through some of this. Hang on, let me plug this in.
Share it out, y'all. Hey, berries.
Pillow back.
Hey, bugs. Ambi, how are you?
Good morning. I'll explain what we're listening to in a minute. This is about Guardians.
You just have to click the little, shoot, I can comment. Hold on. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing good. Birdie, can you check, chat?
Can you guys hear? I'm going to fast forward through that. I had to go
tap and share, y'all, please.
Let's see if I can fast forward through some of this. Hang on. Yeah, I can speed through some of this.
I'm doing well, Sunshine. Thank you.
They're all just getting in boxes.
I don't have anybody to share it to because all you guys are here. So
I'm going to fast forward.
I can share it to you guys.
Because I've listened to this yesterday while I was shopping for chocolate. So they're having like Stacy get in the box, everybody get in the box. They're
mods, if you could make sure you greet people. Oh, this isn't even my live. I'm so sorry, Adam.
I saw that, Bougie. I'm not 92, okay? I don't go to bed at 10 p.m.
Jennifer, stop sharing me the effing live. I'm in here.
I was just gonna say that.
I'm gonna fast forward.
You know, we'll deal with what comes. Moderators, please. Thank you, everybody, for whoever's doing it and is here and helping with it. And just please don't block anybody. Let everybody see.
Trying to fast forward.
Mute people that are disruptive, or checkmate, for example. If we disagree on something, she'll tell me. If I see something, I guarantee I'll say it to her, and we can cordially call each other out or whatever. I think anybody up here.
I can't tell you what kind of chocolate because I live streets down from it, and everybody knows that. But a mixed box of milk and dark, chef's kiss. I bought it for my mother, so now I got to go buy another one on my way out of here and drop it off to her today. But I ate her box last night. I'm not going to try it. Well, I didn't eat all of it. I took a bite of every single one of them, and I'll be finishing it off throughout the week. Anyways.
Would be able to do that. So
And
I think
Fast forwarding through the nonsense.
go ahead, Fallon. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Fallon's in
So,
this.
again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the taps to keep this live going. I'm going to try to pay attention to the comments, but if you guys see something that I'm missing, please stop me.
Again,
Like,
this is nonsense.
Settings.
This takes way too
little
long to
wheel?
get started, if you ask my opinion.
started doing what we do here today. And like Adam and Checkmate touched on, that we're not here. We're not the TikTok police. You know, we get all these messages and people come to us and they're like, look, here's what's going on. We need some help. And some people do get a little bit upset. They're like, hey, Fallon, it's been 2 days. Where are we at on this? And I know that they don't understand that we have to vet everything. We have to research it. We need to make sure that we are not doing anything malicious towards anyone just because we don't like someone. The enemy of my enemy is not my friend. There's caveats to everything that you do in life and online. And yeah, you may just be a screen name or so you think. But when you do something maliciously towards someone, you need to be held accountable, because if you're called out, like we were already called out on September 24th, 2025,
Tired of
about
nonsense.
a doxing situation
about
for
Guardians
people
of
to
Valor.
protect
There are
themselves.
3 parts. We are more
And then
than
there's
halfway
a
through this
bunch
first
of
part.
people who get together and think, no, that didn't happen. Because there's some small caveat
I'm
in
just going to keep,
telling them, take it down, get it down, get it down.
I don't want to listen to all this nonsense.
There was nothing. I was showing the truth. Everything that she said was a lie. There was nothing wrong.
Was that not already addressed?
Yes, but I had to prove it on my end because I still understand. Like, I deserve for whatever fuck shit I've done. I deserve it. You didn't see me fucking end the live and back out or any of that. No, I'm sitting here listening because I want to learn. If I didn't want to, if I didn't.
This is Tired of Nonsense. And they're talking about Guardians of Valor. And Stacy is in a box, which is the woman that he was romantically deceptive to. So
I could easily end this live, Fallon. A lot of people in a position like this, I don't know if they would or not.
They
It's a lot of
posted
people that
this,
don't
so I'm
do
not
that.
posting
But I don't
something they
know.
don't want
I'm just
out
letting
there.
you know, if I am man enough to be on here in this app and with you, Fallon, who is very well respected and getting told how it is, then you know what? That, if anything, it goes to show what kind of fucking person I am and how much respect I have for you. So no, I'm not trying to kiss your, you know what? I'm just being honest and upfront with you in front of everybody, so they can hear. Everybody can hear it. Now, I apologize for whatever I've done. I didn't mean. Whatever. That's all I can do.
understand all of this.
That's all I can do is apologize. If you don't want to hang out and chat with me, I don't care. That's your choice. I don't want that. But if you choose to do that, that's your choice. I'm not going to reach out to you because you clearly have something with me, and I'm just going to, if people want to reach out to me, they can. If they don't, that's fine. I'm not going to.
I don't know who this person is. And
like, if you think that tonight was, like, that's not, and not only that, like, it seems like the respect thing after being doxxed and everything tonight, like, a PM could have handled this as well. But that's just my opinion after what I have been through today. But that's how I would have handled it. I wouldn't have come in here and got on my ass, like you did. But, hey, I respect you for doing it, and I took it. It's all good. I'm not tripping on it. I'm not mad at you. I have nothing but respect and love for you, and I've told you that multiple times. Always will, regardless if you talk to me or not. I don't care. But I've always told you straight up. It just is what it is. I'm not gonna.
if I'm not mistaken, this is also on YouTube, the whole videos. They've broken it down to 3. We'll get through all 3. It's too slow to start.
Passively aggressive. The message I sent you, please explain how I was aggressive.
So they must have taken this off of YouTube.
I really wanted to hear the passive aggressive. Is that the end of that clip? Yeah, that's the end.
So I just want to say that we ask in a public live for this footage because people said it didn't happen. And wouldn't you know it? People had it and never wanted to come forward with it when it could have cleared up so much stuff. It could have helped kept so much drama from happening. And we could have probably not even been here where we are today.
So much ensued after that. There were threats made. There were lies told. And so many friendships and people's credibility was put on the line because so many people thought that we actually rode for this dude and nobody stood up for the two things that were said on September 24th, on the same night that we said Gov doxed someone. That night,
So Gov, G-O-V, is Guardians of Valor, and he was doxing people.
Curious did the same thing. BT, beautifully talented, Checkmate, and myself got on him to hold people accountable because people's safety was at risk. The recording shows it was recorded and sent out, but hardly anybody's seen it. Hardly anybody knows about it. And then there's comments throughout videos saying, I can't believe they're hypocrites. I can't believe they didn't see that. I can't believe. And it would have taken one person to be able to say, I saw it. I recorded it. Different people. I mean, if you saw it, you saw it. Said, nope, I witnessed it. Or two, I recorded it and put it out. But no, here we are, and people had videos made about them. They had comments made about them. They've had threatens, and somebody could have taken accountability on September 24th, and instead, here we are on November 20th, talking about something that happened where somebody was taken advantage of, and there's going to be probably a lot more. And if you're on the outside and you've been taken advantage of by Gov, reach out to somebody and tell them what happened so it can all be compiled along with the other stories that we've received, because we've been researching ever since. Amber was dragged through the mud. Videos made about her. Then just Janet got told that she was doing something that she shouldn't have been doing. She was a horrible person, and that screw her. It was a good thing that she got taken advantage of, and she just deserved what she got, and that she was going to have to deal with it. Then there's instance after instance that you're going to see here tonight as to people getting threatened, doxxed. Some of the people I don't even know, but it doesn't matter if I know them or not, because no one deserves for their lives to be put into any type of chaos because people are showing up at their door or their house is being posted. None of that. Sorry, I'm getting some feedback.
No, you're not actually. I can hear you fine.
Okay. The thing that concerns me the most is as we go into this, it doesn't matter
Cleaning a tray.
who it is. They could be the worst person on the internet, but nobody deserves to worry about when they close their eyes at night, is somebody going to come and do something to them, because people are crazy. And people hide behind screen names just because they've got a screen name like, Spicy Jolly Rancher, that they're protected, because everybody has a digital footprint, and you can be found by just the slightest mistake that you make. Amber, because she said her opinion and she spoke out, she had videos made about her, and someone said, have pew pew, we'll travel. Did Amber deserve to be threatened like that? Cassidy was doxxed because she said that Gov was a pick-me. Did she deserve to have her business put out on the internet? Do people need to know where I work? Does it matter?
So again, Guardians of Valor, or GOV, is who they're talking about.
Even the worst
Dox
person on the
people.
internet doesn't deserve to
And
have their
that
business
sent
put
up
out on
red
the
flags
internet
for
unless
them.
they are a predator and hurt children,
Hey, Violet, good morning.
women, weaker men. It's not right. If there's a predator out there, put his name, her name up and put it out there for everybody else to see. But that's what we do. We make awareness on things that shouldn't be happening. Begging, scamming, bad behavior, predators. Because we have a responsibility to take care of each other and damn sure these little kids.
At least they're trying. Hey, good morning.
Is there anybody in here tonight that saw the comments that things were taking place on this app on September 24th, that we were hypocrites because we rode for this dude and he doxed Gov and it wasn't fair, and Gov's a great man and I stand beside Gov and I do this and I do that, because those are just a bunch of mean girls. Because I'm talking to you, if you had the ability to tell the truth and you didn't. Especially when you had your friend made videos about their addresses put out. And then somebody said something that he didn't like.
Clean
and then
the
the
tray.
next day on his Facebook, 4 other ladies' information is out. And we're
Women.
talking about
Not men, women.
months later. September 24th, all this could have been done and over with, and we could be taking care of each other, and nobody needs to be none the wiser. But now we're here, November 20th, and on November 18th, all this information's out. Birdie, can you put that screenshot up of the Facebook post
I don't know
where
if you can see
phone
the
numbers,
screenshot.
date of births, addresses were posted on a Facebook account to dox people maliciously. And the key word here, guys, is maliciously.
There you go. And you'll see
Look
who
at
it
that.
is. Guardians of Valor did this. No, it's
And
not.
I've already witnessed
It's not
how he
live.
got upset
This is on
with
TikTok. They
somebody
uploaded
calling
it.
him a pick-me or trying to hold him accountable for saying something that wasn't right or accurate just because he said something that everybody believes because nobody's asking for proof? How is that right?
Because I think he was
How is that a man of
about to be
honor?
exposed, to be honest with you. 50 Shades. He was a. So you're gonna find out here in just a moment what everybody else has found out, which is that Guardians of Valor was a false, stolen valor and everything. Good morning, everyone. So we're gonna listen to 3 parts, and we're almost finished with this.
So tonight,
It'll get better.
we're going to talk about how things progressed since September 24th. And it's getting worse. So now we're here tonight. But it's so much worse the more we started digging. After weeks of digging through this stuff, the things that we found makes my heart hurt.
Okay, let me give you a little bit of backstory about who Guardians of Valor is to some of us on this app. Guardians of Valor is the private PI that was investigating FM. When she initially asked for money to hire a private investigator to find him or locate him, it was Guardians of Valor, a retired military personnel. He was in the military, I think 5 months, 6 months, and then released. And he was a recruit, blah, blah, blah. So the things that he was saying weren't adding up to people. But then when he started doxing women on this app because he was being called out, he also received the money from a GoFundMe about Florida Man. But the biggest thing that I had a problem with was that he had stolen valor. And that he took money. And there are 3 people in Scammy Claw's lives, quote unquote, her words, not mine, that she trusted, and he was one of them. So you're so up on vetting everybody else's information and looking it up and researching it, not necessarily her, but her minions or people, whatever. I don't use the terms properly. But they failed to vet this man, who is a whole ass scam, and scammed a woman named Stacy, who is in the box right now. And this is the discussions they're having. So this is part 1. We're about to go to part 2 here in a second.
It was okay whenever that dude got up there and said,
okay, so we're going to part 2.
The things that we found makes my heart hurt.
I hope that helped.
It was okay whenever that dude got up there and said, well, Fallon has asked me for favors, and she's asked me for this, and Checkmate has asked me for this. I didn't ask that dude for anything. Checkmate didn't ask him for anything. But he wanted to lie, and I, thought I'd let lying dogs lie. It's fine. Because you guys know who I am. There's people here that have just now first time you've ever seen or heard my name tonight. But I should be no different, because it doesn't matter where I work. It doesn't matter where I live. It doesn't matter where these 4 ladies live, who they are. Because they had an opinion, their lives need to be threatened and their information out on the internet. But not only that, this isn't any type of retaliation. This is tonight holding people accountable for...
I actually don't know. He was in Scammy Claus. He's one of Scammy Claus's most trusted people. If you're asking what part of TikTok, I don't know. Yeah.
What they say, because tonight, Gov has said he is somebody.
So Guardians of Valor is Gov. G-O-V.
And honestly, I'm so afraid that some of the information here tonight, you guys are going to recognize that you got duped too. So please reach out. Make sure you let somebody know. Yeah, that happened to me. He did tell me that. Just to take advantage of somebody. Because it's not only about scamming, con artist, or anything else like that. The information that he's put out saying that he is this person, is he? Because the more information that we found, the more it's why. All the aliases and all the cat and mouse and all the 007. Why?
My personal opinion is he did this on a regular basis in his personal life. He was a big ass scam from the moment at an early age, from what I can tell. And I think he just took it to this app because he saw the opportunity. He's like, I could take my game over there. This app allows it.
I am so sorry to anybody who's been threatened or spoken to ill or lied about. As we go into this, you guys take your screenshots, keep your notes, because I promise you he's coming, and he's coming hard. He's going to post everybody's information. He's going to talk about how we're hypocrites and how we lied and we don't know what we're doing. Have pew pew will travel, and they don't know what they're doing.
Yep, he said that. I thought this was an old man retired.
Don't worry, though. He doesn't usually get your address right. Mine was wrong, too.
I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. It's just, the person that he portrays himself to be is absolutely not what he is. And you guys are going to see proof of that tonight, because we're going to absolutely prove that he's not who he says he is.
And if there's an Adam Carlson in here from Palm, I can't even remember the city. I apologize that you got a letter in the mail.
You're about to find out, Auburn. He's not a good guy.
So this Facebook account, this Bill Petty Facebook account, belongs to, obviously, Gov, right? We've seen where someone comes in and says that supposedly this person had a military record, and Gov will say, well, I can go look that up. And then he goes and he looks it up. And then here we are with Bill Petty. This account is no longer active.
Hey,
so somehow... Oh, sorry.
Alan, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Good.
We should just change the screenshot, because I think even in my video, we meant to cover that Bill Petty. We don't want people like...
Oh, okay.
I don't think he has that up anymore, because I believe he did deactivate, right?
He did.
Yes.
Okay. I just didn't want people like going and trying to find that. And I should have covered up the name, and that was my bad. I apologize.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's been in TikTok inboxes with that account, so
No, I'm saying I didn't want people finding, like, going to look for that, like, the
For their
beats inside
information,
Johnson,
right.
you know? Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
He ran this scam.
Okay. That account has been deactivated as of yesterday. And miraculously, the people who have been actually digging into things for weeks, almost months now, have been blocked from that. So, because you show up on as a suggested person. So I believe he started to block people first, and then now he just deactivated since there's so many, because there was questions. Lots of questions. We all have questions tonight.
So, Sydney, to answer your question, how do you link Bill Petty to Gov? He was actually in a box in Sean's box with an account talking, and his account name was Bill Petty.
And he also even admitted to me that getting that screenshot from his account was stalking. So basically,
So he was also a mod for. Why can't I think? It'll come up. Sorry.
he admitted it was his account. And even though somebody sent me the screenshot, regardless, he admitted it was his account.
I'm sorry if this is slow, but this is I'm just playing their recording. Sorry. I'll try to speed through.
I really wish we weren't here tonight doing this, but I'm kind of glad we are, because I've actually asked a couple of colleagues to sit on the outside and watch, because there's other people who I am positive have been hurt. And the story that you're going to hear from Stacy tonight is heartbreaking in its own right. But yeah, guys, the people in the panel and the people in the chat who've gone through and researched this for such a long time, I'm so tired. But every time we would get to a point where we were get to a stopping point, and we would hear that Gov claimed to be this gentleman, and is it him? And then another identity would pop up, and then we'd have to go chase that down. So,
And I'm working on this.
It's exhausting.
Yes.
And we have tried to bring it to you the best that we are about to. So just keep in mind your questions, screenshot what you can, and if you've been affected, please protect yourself going forward. Do not give anybody your information or pay apps or any type of money on the internet. Do it locally in your own community. If you can't see the whites of their eyes, they don't deserve your money. There is some little kid out there squirreling away his lunch for his younger brother and sister who aren't of school age, just to take them home a little bit of something so they can eat.
She was talking about it.
There's a homeless veteran out there that deserves a hot meal. There's a single mother on the street with her baby that could be taken to a shelter. Go drop her off and some food. Don't give anybody on this internet your money, because your information could be in jeopardy, as well as your heart, because people aren't who they telling you that they are.
Okay, so let's just dive right in then.
Yeah, you dove right in. So,
will you put up the screenshot of what Stacy is here tonight to tell us when she first started talking to Gov, and a little bit about her story.
Guardians of Valor. Gov.
On the very first time that she interacted with Gov to try to help her to be recovering on some money that she was taking advantage out of. Stacy. She may not know how to unmute. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The day Gov hit me up personally was right after the live you guys had over Dustin Holdenkamp, over the dog Rosie. And he swooped in, wanted to be the hero, and offered all of his help, and he sent this huge cease and desist letter to Dustin Holdenkamp. I haven't heard anything about it since, and that was 3 months ago.
And then since then, they struck up a conversation, talking in DMs, getting to know each other like he has done with many of us, right? There's a bunch of us who have had relationships with Gov in DMs because we all thought that I really like talking to this dude. He's a good guy. He's doing great things. He's helping us. He's trying to get, things set right. And then as it progressed with talking to Stacy, then somehow stories started to not add up with Stacy. And the very first story that you got whenever he first asked you for money, Stacy, was what?
He told me to follow his very best friend, Pops. And I did, went and followed him. Very nice guy in text messages. And he told me the story of Pops. He was a sheriff for 37 years, and he's retired. As a matter of fact, they were both retired, living as neighbors in Florida. And then I was going to donate to his Stolen Valor Foundation. And I decided, I heard Adam's words ring in my head, to do your due diligence. And I did. And I researched it. It doesn't exist. It's a total fraud. The Stolen Valor Foundation is not a 501c3 nonprofit. It's not registered with the IRS. It simply doesn't exist. So I didn't donate, thank God, until they hit me up for money. And Pops was the first one to hit me up. And he gave me his PayPal address. And when I put that in, I got his full legal name. Pops did tell me his legal name was James.
Hey, Stacy, really quick. What? I was under the impression that it was Gov that was trying to get the money, but he didn't have PayPal, and he had to direct you to Pops. I just want to make sure it's accurate.
Correct. No, that is, and I'm sorry, that's very correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure if I had it wrong or you were speaking it wrong, but I just want to make sure.
And I just want to say real quick, if you guys can't read the screenshots very well, just go ahead and screenshot it and blow it up on your phone. There's no other way to get it any bigger and to fit it all on the screen. I'm sorry, Stacy, please proceed.
Okay, do you want to do this in order? Because that was the last transaction, the knee brace. The first one was over food. Because he was starving to death, and he was our nation's hero. And we couldn't let that happen, right?
So when I want some of the, I'm already getting messages that some
Pops
people
is
are
fake.
confused. So hold on, guys. So Stacy and Gov are talking in the comments, and they are becoming friends and just basically chopping it up like friends would. Okay, and we've got to make sure that tonight you guys understand that Gov is the one that's telling us he's these people. We're not blaming that although each of us have different opinions. Adam, help me with this, that we each have different opinions on if Gov is this person or not. But I'm just trying to tell you, to bring you the facts. This is what Gov said he is. This is who Gov said he is. Okay?
And I'm in the blue in that text, and Gov is in the white. Actually, Pops is in the white. I'm in the blue. And that was over a knee brace. He supposedly had emergency surgery, Gov did, on Sunday or Monday of just a few days ago. And he couldn't walk on his leg. Doctor said he needed this knee brace, and Gov didn't have money. So I sent it to Pops. And when I sent it, a receipt popped up with his full first, middle, and last name. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say that here, guys.
No,
don't say the name.
Okay. That was the last transaction. There's two more before this.
You can say the names, but no last names.
Okay.
Stacy. Okay.
It's James John.
Okay.
And like I said, this was the last transaction. The first one was over food, and the second transaction was Pops got a hold of me again. They found a homeless lady with two kids sleeping in a tent behind Walmart. And if anybody follows Pops, he put a video out on it showing a Walmart parking lot. And he said he had a little bit of money to help her.
It's okay, Prom Mom. So there's a lot of people that are just come in. This is about Guardians of Valor. and how he was caught recently within the past few days to be a total scam. He was Scammy Claus's out of 3 people that she trusts. This was one of them. He's the one that she hired as a private investigator to find FM. Then it became reward money if anybody turned him in. He then took that money. And what we're finding out now is that he scammed this woman, Stacy, by aliases. And he's actually made up different, like he's a total and utter scam. He did this in his real life at an early age. He has stolen valor. He was only in the military for a short period of time, like 5 or 6 months, and then just discharged with no reason. So there's a lot to it. But I'm going to go back and we're going to listen to it. But he's been caught. I'm going to assume that he took the money because where did it go? Because Scamming Clause doesn't. I don't know. That I don't know for sure. Yeah, I don't know how you trust somebody on this app. Send people to them, and you didn't do any vetting because it was easy to find out.
Asked
He's been
if
doing
I
this
would
his whole life. He just brought it to the app.
send the other half so they could get her in a hotel room for a week, and I did that.
Now, I want to add really quick that when she's talking about these different accounts, like that video that Pops put up, if you look at it, it's exactly the style and the way Gov puts up his videos on his account.
Gov is Guardians of.
If you watch the wording talk between the accounts, the wording is the same. They misspell the same words.
Yes.
You can make your own conclusions and your own correlations, but it's all there.
And then every day I was getting text messages from Gov that he has no food. He's behind on bills. He can't pay him. His phone was shut off. He asked me if I would pay his cell phone so he could turn that back on. And that's when I started searching for that full name. And what I found wasn't good. And I went to my friend Trolla for help. And she helped me find the rest, and we took it to you, Adam.
And Scammy Clause doesn't
And
know.
do you want me to talk about the other one, Fallon? Yeah. Trolla found that picture on Facebook. This was supposedly the day after his surgery. It was either this past Monday or Tuesday. And I asked him, hey, I'd love to see a picture of the knee brace I bought you. Can you send me a picture? He sure, give me a minute. It took about 4 hours, and Pops sent the picture, not that. And that's a lady's leg, by the way.
Yeah, it's a female leg.
And
there's reverse image search.
Yes. As a matter of fact, almost every picture he has sent over to me, you can find on Facebook yourselves. Trollo found all that.
We also reversed searched all the pictures, and we found everything ourselves also.
Yeah, simple to do.
It was very simple to do.
Mm-hmm. So we became very friendly, personal. Give me a minute, guys.
So I just want to say that this picture, when we were sent this picture, we immediately reverse searched it, and it came up. This is actually a woman's leg that actually did have knee surgery, and it came from Facebook. So he actually just went and grabbed the first picture off of Google to send to Stacy that he could find, and that's where he kind of screwed up.
Right.
So I would think that somebody with his stature would know that you can reverse Google search any picture ever.
Right. The one picture of the badge is what got me.
So we're going to get to those pictures here real soon.
This is all on.
Then he started asking me questions about my family. He knows my husband is sick and battling with cancer. And he offered my sick and dying son his kidney. He wanted to save my son.
So I hope everybody heard that, because he absolutely did, because here's the screenshot where he offered to.
Hello, adore, love. How well do you know somebody? Do your research, do your homework. Like Adam says,
Well,
do
it's
your
fine.
due diligence and research it.
Sorry.
And don't send anybody money on this app, ever. Because I trust him.
Don't
100%.
take people's words like us. Anybody on this panel, just don't take anybody's word. Like, just look around a little bit yourself. Add up 2 and 2. Does it equal 4 or does it equal 5, you know?
Correct. Yep.
So we've got several people that he has said, he himself in her messages said that he was. He has sent a screenshot of a face that belongs to James John M. He has sent the names of children, successful gentlemen who are grown, and said that they was those. He has said that he's going to send his medals and his flags to Stacy. Offered her son his kidney. He said he's had surgery on his knee just days ago, and the images is a Google reverse found on Google Earth. I mean, not Google Earth, sorry, on Google, reverse images.
Well, not to mention, I think the day he had surgery or the day after, he was putting out a video to go meet up with Florida Man too. So that was going to be a tricky one.
He talked a lot about that reward money. So I imagine that's what he's after.
And guys, he's probably going to make a lot of videos. He's going to say that Adam is spearing this up and that we're coming at him. And what does it matter that he posted 4 women on Facebook and bringing Facebook to TikTok? And that's not right. And that he's so hell-bent on putting out information on what someone else is doing when that has no bearing on anything that's going on here tonight. We're just bringing you the receipts.
Let's clear that up really quick. Stacy, did I come to you or did you come to me?
I went to Adam.
Exactly.
I sent him a message. And I think I said, Adam, I think I have the other half of what you're looking for.
Yes, because you knew even like a month or a month and a half ago, I've messaged you and a few other people I respect and said, things don't add up with this guy. Something is not right.
Correct. And that's when I started looking at him. And here we are. And you were right. We connected both halves of what you and your team had, what me and Trolla found, and bingo, here we are.
Yes, you had stuff that we didn't have. It, like I said earlier when I started the live, it connected the dots of things that were missing, that you guys were missing, that we were missing, you know?
Correct. And there's occasions like this, I believe, that are so big, you need to lay your differences down and come together as one, work as a team. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
He gets so upset with, and I can't even imagine the things that are going to come out. I mean, all our addresses are going to probably come out. It's just going to show that he is exactly what we're telling you about what's going on.
No.
But it's, guys, you have to always ask for proof. There's no reason that people should be in the comments saying, I stand by you, Gov. I will always stand by you, Gov. We got your back, when there's so much information out here that he is taking advantage of kind-hearted people just because he can.
Right. And if anybody knows me, no one defended him harder than I did. 150%. I stood on it. I believed everything he said. I trusted him fully.
Stacy, that's one thing a lot of people did. And I started at the beginning of the live saying even I did. I believe he contacted me first about him and Angela, because I think at that time that was the first time I had ever spoken to him. He did spin another narrative just recently in a message that after him, I think he said 10 minutes, I gave up Tim's email address. Well, he can go to his own messages and post it. I freely encourage it. I mean, it took a matter of, I believe it was days before I responded. And actually, if you look up what doxing is, it's obviously when you give out somebody's information so somebody can go to them and cause harm. So if I believe he's doing something good, because like he showed me how he was doing stolen valor on a certain person I've done content on before. We'll just use his initials, PA. Everybody probably knows who he is. But I saw and thought he was doing good. I gave him an email address so electronic papers could be served to Tim and Angela. Would that take him to their place or anywhere to hurt them? No.
No.
It was to help a scammer who was taking money from ladies off the internet.
No.
So anybody that thinks,
Corey, no, I got up at 4 o'clock. I was off and on up last night in pain. I don't know what happened. But no, I'm up. I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna be back and forth because I'm gonna be folding clothes and packing. That thing that I did right there was for a client. It had like hair and stuff. You can't take it apart, so I had to clean it with Q-tips, and it was fun. But it's done. Thanks for being there. All right, I'll keep doing this.
and wants to believe a narrative that what Adam did is all right. So what's wrong with what I did? Well, look what we just posted earlier when he posted 4 people's date of birth, name, address, phone numbers. I mean, that explains itself. So
And he's going to do it to me.
don't feel bad because even I have talked to him. Other people have talked to him. It's just, it didn't take long for things to, it was some of the court stuff that he started talking about in Tennessee that there's things I do off the app with the PDF files that have went to court and stuff like that. And a lot of things didn't add up for me. And that's where I started questioning things, the way he was talking about the courts and stuff. So,
Right.
you know, but
It's like the investigator said it's what he does. He sits home all day on his computer and searches legal documents and puts the names on them and issues them out to everybody.
yes,
His
but
checks are empty.
the whole point, just don't feel bad. Don't let them spin narratives later. Don't let them, whatever. You didn't do anything wrong by trying to, talk to him in the first place. That's all I'm saying.
I know. Thank you.
So this screenshot up is about, I believe this is a post about Amber. And this is where Pops says that, I can't read that. I'm so blind. Can somebody read that for me, what Pops says in regards to Amber?
I can't see it either, Chuck.
Have you will travel? I've got your 6 senior.
Yeah, that's Gov, all right.
So that's definitely threatening somebody. That's fucking insane over an app.
Yes. He's supposed to be a high naval officer, an honorable man. That don't look honorable to me.
Is that him threatening Amber?
Yeah.
You guys want to see
The
that?
fuck?
Let me go back a little bit.
And he just proved the point that I had made about the
Go
comment.
back.
Yeah.
So he went after Nikki and Bougie because they were sitting with someone he didn't like. Amber because she told him, what, Amber? He threatens women because he
threatens and doxes women.
Yes.
That's
so she
all I said.
went after her for that. Amber got her whole video trashed from his followers. And then this was after Cassidy had been doxxed. And in black and white, Gov says, I didn't dox anybody. And we can play that clip that Cassidy was doxxed.
And I've yet to be held accountable, by the way.
Fallon, can you send that to me? I've never seen this.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Stacey, you actually commented.
Okay. Huh. So I don't care if you guys see it. My name has been out there for quite a while, but I just got doxxed in my own life. So somebody's not happy that I'm playing this, but it's on TikTok, it's on YouTube. Thanks for that threat. I enjoyed that.
on a few of these posts.
I did. Okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
did.
I don't remember seeing this.
You definitely did.
Is that when you and I were butting heads?
Mute it. Jamie Lynn, am I being disrespectful? I'm sorry you're being disrespectful. Who are we talking to? I'm sorry you're being disrespectful. Is that a person? Hi. I don't know. I have to go back and look later. I wanted to block them. It is a scary man. You are modded. Why are you not? Monster, are you following me? Am I following you? Yeah, we're friends. Why won't it let me just do this way. Let me do it this way. Hang on. Before I go any further. So it should have a live recording from this today. If you can get that, I'll get it. I know it's gone. I mean, I blocked him, muted him, but you're welcome. I know who it is that just did that. Jamie Lynn, what do you mean? I'm sorry you are being disrespected. Oh, Lord, I just learned how to read. I'm glad I went back. You can. The funny thing is, that's not even accurate. What they did. Parts of it are, but no. No, you can't. You can't see it. I'm scrolling. How can you still see it? Who dis? Okay. We're listening to it's on TikTok, but we're listening to the live. It's actually Tired of Nonsense, I think it is. But they held a live. They posted all 3 parts. Oh, I can't see it. Got you. I did mute and then blocked. So not sure what that was about. Maybe I hit him out of order. I don't know. Hi. All right, going back to listen.
Over what? This
I
post.
think you and I, no, actually, I thought is this Guardian's post or yours?
Yes, it's Guardian's post. I don't post about awareness.
So, Stacey, this was when you were definitely riding hard for GOV.
Probably.
This was a while back, yes.
Okay, I just don't remember it. I'm sorry. I don't remember reading this or seeing it.
Yeah, like Birdie said, you're actually tagged in the video that he made.
Oh, I am.
So.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't seen it. If I commented, I don't know what it was.
And all of this is when Cassidy went live, when he said he didn't dox anybody, and he was going after Cassidy. He was actually threatening Cassidy in her messages.
I was in Cassidy's live. I remember him going after Cassidy,
And I highly
but
doubt that
I don't
was
remember
Guardians
this
of Valor,
with
just so you
Amber.
know. I think that was somebody else that's
There's a list. I mean, you guys know that in my notebook, it's full of people who love to go based off of hearsay. And I know, Stacey, I would love to hear you, once you remember what's going on, that you just said you rode hard for him, or that you supported him 150%. And I appreciate that you saying that.
I blocked
that,
and muted and then blocked.
Didn't start seeing the red flags until after you were taken advantage of. I see the amount of manipulation that you went through, and we're trying to show it here tonight. And guys, there's a lot of things that he said to her that it was bad. I mean, it was constant. Even when she started to pull away from him a little bit, he's back up in those messages saying, "Are you mad at me? Why are you ignoring me?" And then it's always some story, some tragedy.
Very bad.
I gotta go. You guys stay here. I gotta go check.
I'll be right back, Jamie.
Checkmate, do we need to play the clips where he says he doesn't dox people
Yes,
to
please.
further prove that he's a liar?
Yes, that's fine.
All right.
Go ahead with it.
If everybody can mute so the people down in the chat can hear, please.
And make sure y'all are tapping, please. Stacey, could you mute for a minute, please?
Yes. Hold on.
It's okay.
When you cast stones out on the internet, you better make sure that your back door is secure
Outside and inside now.
and everything is protected. Yep, Boss Lady and Cassidy have not done that, and it's too late now because I already have all the intel I need. But they just picked the wrong fight.
Yeah, I don't know what they thought they were doing there. I don't know what they thought they were accomplishing.
I don't know. It was a fuck around and find out moment. And, you know, like I said, Miss Mayo, Armstrong, whatever she wants to call herself, she's going to find out.
Like, why do I have two?
That's all. And Sally, you've come in here a few times saying that truth happened.
Who has to leave in You do? I'm sorry. So it is on Tired of Nonsense. If you want to go listen to it, there's part 1, part 2. That we're on part 3. You will see that it is on YouTube as well. So if you don't get it all in, I apologize. I can't make them go faster.
It's okay.
When you cast stones.
And everyone, there's another audio that I'm going to play, but Cassidy did give us permission to play this clip. We would not intentionally put her whole name out without her permission.
So that was absolutely
Sorry.
Gov doxing Cassidy.
Hang on. I got to hit the... I got it at Home Goods a while back. It's cool. Yeah. It's actually a little faded because where it was placed in my last apartment, I had huge bright windows and it kind of got a little faded. But yeah, it's a cool painting.
It was her last name and everything. When he previously said that he has never doxed anybody. The day that he doxed Just Curious, I was literally pulling into my garage at 5:30, and we were having a live at 6 o'clock on Tim and Angela, and I pulled into my garage at 5:30, and I was dropped with a bunch of screenshots of Gov doxing JC. We had it in black and white, and people still chose not to believe it. And this is where we are now.
The second audio I'm going to play is him adamantly denying that he ever doxed anybody. So if y'all listen up.
I'll say it again.
Second audio I'm going to play is him adamantly denying that he ever doxed anybody. So if y'all listen up.
I'll say it again.
He ever doxed anybody.
I'll say it again. I did not. That Cassidy. Now, Cassidy is a personal friend of Just Curious. I guess they're from the same town. I don't know this woman. I've never met her, but for some reason, she attacked me one night in a live. I have no idea why. I went over there, and all they did was scream and holler, and then sent me messages. And what I did is I sent her legal name in a message to her, and she stopped messaging me. I didn't dox her publicly, but that was my only way to get her to stop messaging me. So I sent her name. I know who you are, and the messages stopped. I don't see how that's doxing, but they sure let that run in the chat, and she kept repeating it, and they didn't say anything when they were in Just Curious Live, when they put up my phone number on a live and my first name. They didn't stop that. That was okay, though, right? This is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. They're calling calling me out for supplying his name for an investigation.
To a woman.
But we're going to put my info up because it's fun.
Because he's a professional PI.
So we had that live, intended on having that live about Angela and Tim, and then was informed that Gov had doxed JC. So we knew that we were going to take a hit because we were going to go live with it so soon. But we believed that it was the right thing to do because doxing people is dangerous. We literally got done with the live about Gov doxing JC, and we went to another live where JC was doxing Gov, and we immediately called that out. Here's the screenshots of BT and I both telling him to get the video down. He's doxing.
Hey, Babalu.
I was also messaging people on the back end trying to get the damn screenshot down. So when people tell us that we don't do things for the right reasons, that's crazy. Because no matter, we just called Gov out for doxing, and then we went over because he was getting doxed. So yes, we absolutely do try to do the right thing. It doesn't matter who it is. People do not need to be doxed.
I don't know who it is.
This is the group chat that we have with Tish and Cassidy, where not only did Beautifully Talented and Checkmate call it out in the chat, she was actually over here in a group chat that we're with these outstanding young ladies trying to get it down over here. And Cassidy is in the chat now, and she can come up for a few minutes just to tell that what he said is not true. I don't know how to send an invite because I can't see the damn screen down at the bottom. My phone is jacked.
Who are you wanting to invite up?
Just Cassidy, so she can let them know that it's not, that what he said wasn't true directly.
Hi guys.
Hi Cassidy.
No, it is not true. Checkmate and Fallon was in that chat that night saying, hey, bring this down. I actually was not in that live at that moment because I had some back things going on. But also what he said, that he sent me my legal name and the messages stopped. If y'all was in my live, y'all saw that isn't true as well. He said it in a live, as y'all just heard. But yeah.
But why would he be looking you up anyway? Just because y'all gotten in a little tussle, little argument online? I mean, that's weird.
Because he was in a chat in JSA's live stating that I told JC to go after Puckett, and I called him out and said that wasn't true. And I called him a pick-me, so he came after me.
Why you keep going after women, Gov? Do you think women are the lesser, weaker part of humanity? Because we're not.
So in Gov's own words, I mean, I guess he fucked around and found out.
Hey, Gov, you said that if I can prove that you doxed somebody and that I can prove that you lied, you would eat them. So eat it, baby.
Yes, I've been waiting for that all night.
I've been waiting for eat 'em.
That's kind of funny. Well, she was asleep, so yeah.
Okay, where do we want to go next, or are we at least halfway there? Adam's probably asleep.
This live, this is the last part. We're about halfway through, so I would say I got another 45 minutes. Maybe less. I can't see the amount of time left. Hang on.
Oh, good.
It's not showing me time. Anyway.
You guys do your thing.
Well, he's a PI. He's a scam artist. I know how to do it.
Remember, I'm not 94.
You're the one that said you have the old man brain, not me.
Yeah, some days I feel like it.
Same.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Bertie, if you can just go through the screenshots that you have left, we'll address them as we go through, so we can make sure that everything that we have said, to make sure we've covered our bases. We're still at, Gov has said he is this gentleman, and I'm still getting messages from people, Checkmate.
I am too, but let's just go on with this because it's already 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock for some.
Okay.
Yeah, hurry it up. He is Pops. He is.
This is
James,
Gov
he is
saying that
everything.
James is his real name.
James is his real name.
Well, this is Pops that we pretty much know as Gov. Yeah. So it correlates to the correct James, obviously.
And we haven't brought up the lines were crossed account yet, right? Correct?
No,
I knew I was gone, so I wasn't sure.
That's not me. But my cameras did go off this morning. I think
to the next
I need to
one,
face
sorry.
the external ones, the outside ones, differently because they kept going off in the middle of the night. I think it's squirrels and birds. I got them facing something. I don't know. I know.
I'm trying to remember if there's any more Google Earth images that when he sent them to Stacy, that, like with the knee surgery, and then that was reverse imaged to a lady on the internet on her Facebook with her knee surgery just days ago. Then the medals reverse imaged.
The knee brace and all that. Come on.
The offering of the kidney to Stacy's son, the asking of money. Stacy, did we ever get a total of the amount so far that I don't have that in my notes? What was the total amount that he manipulated you out of? With?
I believe it was just under 1,000.
Okay. This was a brace, a knee brace, cell phone, food,
Groceries, propane.
Yeah.
propane.
I'm good. Just listening.
Gosh, on and on.
I'm very good. Thanks for asking.
Stacey, I want you to make sure that any messages that you get going forward, you screenshot and you always keep them. I want you to protect yourself. And that goes for people on the outside, or if you're in here and you're the people that are messaging myself and Checkmate that.
So this is on the screen right now?
Have given money to Gov, and you're actually coming and telling us about it in our messages. Thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to come and tell us about it. You're appreciated.
Let me read that out loud. So it's Guardians of Valor. It says, stolen valor, and all of us agreed to create false identities to protect ourselves and family. I know I've told you this before. I just don't want them coming for you. I know all Adam's info, his wife's address, vehicles, employment. He doesn't want to cross that line. He's the original one who supplied me with Tim's email and place of employment, but insisted that his private messages were doxing Tim. I said, excuse me, you gave me private info. I didn't have via messages, so it's the same thing as me giving JC name to Tim. My only care is to keep you out of this fire. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Really, Adam, all of you, Trolla, everybody, thanks. I appreciate it.
That is the woman that he's...
All of this because somebody called him a pick-me. Amber challenged him, telling that he actually, what she said is actually accurate, that he threatens women. And I mean, he even threatened Adam, with his address and talking about his wife.
Okay. Next message, it says, Guardians of Valor 34. I agree, but listen, I don't want to put you in the crosshairs of these asshats. it's obvious they're going to insert themselves into something that literally has nothing to do with them. This was between me, Just Curious, and Janet, and you were never mentioned, and we never mentioned their names or directed anything towards them. I'm confused why they want to inject themselves into this. I can't think of any viable reason. Nothing they can say or do will affect me personally. They might think that they have my name, and yes, William Bill is my first name, but Mackie isn't my legal name. It's an identity we set up for Stolen Valor YouTube page and podcast when we had it. Originally, there were 7 of us who worked on Stolen Valor, and all of us agreed to create false identities to protect ourselves and family. I know I've told you this before. I just don't want that coming for you. Okay. That's not
So
even
there's
his
no
name.
telling what's coming. I just need everyone to understand to ask for proof always. And it doesn't have to just be in this instant. Everyone that comes to try to tell you something about anybody, ask for proof. And if they can't provide it to you, then they don't need to sit around you. Don't put your integrity and your credibility online supporting somebody that one day this is what's going to happen.
And I want to remind everybody, there's countless amounts of screenshots and everything that he has said and said who he is, showed the pictures who he is. We know the person who that is. I believe it's him. That's my opinion. Everybody can make their own assumption and correlation, or the other scenario. He has stolen the identity like I've never seen from another person, and I'm sorry, but it's either his wife or it's a wife that may not know. And because she's not deceased, so there's a lot of issues here, and it doesn't matter what scenario it is. You just heard from a lady that he took almost $1,000 from, but he's on this app.
So there are emails. Stolen Valor. I can't get a hold of Pops. I'm hungry and don't have much food. Can I add to the guilt for a few dollar bill signs to go to store? That's dumb. Yeah, I can do that. So he's using this fake persona of Pops, and that's how he was figured out. Yep, you're right. I need to do it. Yeah, I can do that. I talked to him for a minute last night, but that was it. Haven't heard from him since. Is he okay? I was sending the money to his PayPal because I understood you don't have PayPal. So I was sending it to him, and then he turned around and sent it to you. I'll send it to him right now. He got something. It's cut off. A notification that I sent him money immediately. And then Stolen Valor says, I have his PayPal card still, and he won't mind me using it. He had to go somewhere this morning, but I forgot where. He's fine. So he's saying that this is his neighbor. They both live in Florida. They're both retired. Pops is a retired sheriff, not deputy, sheriff. When she enters the PayPal account, it gives the legal name of the person, which is him, James.
Doing all this righteous stuff. So if you can't put all that together, then it's tough. It's tough for you.
Guardians of Valor, or Gov, as they call him.
Lori, that's what I was wondering.
So I'm going to quickly go over it one more time. Guardians of Valor is the gentleman who claims that he was a retired military, high-ranking private investigator that Scammy Claus hired to search for Florida Man. Initially, she was going to pay for the private investigator, but she got him to do it for free, and she knew him very well. There are 3 people that she trusts on this app, and he was one of them. Trust in her life, I think. And he was one of them. So she sets up this this GoFundMe to pay for the private investigator, which then in turns, because the private investigator agreed to do it for free, which was Gov, or Guardians of Valor, decides to use the money and raise more to just use for what do they call it? My brain is having a moment. Anyways, they used the money to find him.
If
Sort I know
anybody
the
has
name.
donated to him, or if anybody
And they
has
find out
received
within the past
DMs
few
asking
days
for
that
money,
he's a fraud.
could you please
Been a fraud all his life.
get a hold of Fallon or Adam or Checkmate or anybody?
I've gotten a lot of messages, but I didn't want to keep dropping out and checking them because it was holding up the live. So I'm just going to have to check all my messages afterwards.
I think that's what was messing my phone up, where I was cutting out or I couldn't see the screen. It would go black and I couldn't see the comments. He alluded to, I don't know if some of you were in here when we told you that he alluded to Stacy that he wasn't doing good and that he was telling Stacy, make sure I get this in order, that he told Pops that there were letters in his safe and that he...
I know she was live last night. Personally, if you're going to have people sending money with the third person of one of three people that you trust immaculately, why didn't she vet him? This was easy to find. She vets everybody else. I'm a little disappointed.
Wasn't doing well as far as his mental health, and to mail those letters out. Is that accurate?
She did do it.
Very correct. He said he couldn't deal with being broke and poor anymore. And
listen, I'm not totally judging Scammy Claus. I'm just, and I still feel the way I feel about Thunderman, even if he was in a live this morning with me. I'm just sick of people on this app acting like they know it all. They are the end all to be all. They control everybody, like getting in my live this morning and doing what you did, Tiffany and Shannon. Most likely it was you. Go fuck yourselves. Go get fucked. Because you're shit people, and I'm tired of it. We have voices on this app, and I'm tired of people trying to silence it.
he was done with life. And that was the morning homie emailed Pops asking him to call him, that he would only talk to him in a phone call. And that was Pop's excuse to not call homie. He needed to...
Here we go. Woofy, who lost a dog due to her neglect? And do you have proof of that? Neglect? I've never seen her be neglectful to a dog. Wait a minute. Who? Beth Osborne. Got it. I almost jumped through this screen. See? I gotta read everything. Got it.
Rushed down to his best friend. And I was fully expecting a notice today. I got my black dress out. And I was ready. And here we are. Now he's issuing cease and desist tonight. And I thought, wow, that was a miraculous recovery. Because yesterday I'm getting pictures of him laid up in the hospital with that leg.
He claimed just days ago that he had knee surgery. That's why he initially wanted the Venmo or the PayPal from his friend. This says, Guardian of Valor, or she says, sounds like you got it, figured it out. Good job, thumbs up. He says, with this government, I'm not counting on my checks. Neither one came today. My attorney does. Great, she says, but only one? Any news on the other check? And he says, nope, it was supposed to come today. She says, well, at least you got one of them today. That's a huge relief. You'll get the other one soon, I suspect. So he's using the shutdown of the government and everything, his stolen valor, because he was not who he said he was, as an excuse as to how he needs money. I don't get any of them. Where did you get them from? One was due the 15th, and 2V today. I didn't get something. I don't know. You can't see it because there's something in the way. Okay.
And he said the docs needed to put a drain tube in. There's too much infection, and he's going to lose his leg. So...
Yes, there were a lot of screenshots here too, and I think you can
so it's happened
know
before.
About this too, Stacy.
Wow.
I think you were talking to him about the money, and
people on this.
Another strange thing. He served 20-something years in the military, and I don't think this was covered. And I think you asked him something, and he said he chose not to take VA benefits.
Correct.
But in another live, I think it was a Scammy Claus live, he said he didn't work for the Department of Defense. I believe he was a contractor for them. So as a contractor working for them, he's not going to get Department of Defense or government benefits. But either way, why wouldn't you take your VA benefits? And then he's in the situation where he's manipulating you and saying insurance won't cover.
She says, completely filed, I throw down your way. He says, mine is 100-pound tank. She says, did you get VA disability too? My sister got her check this morning. She was worried sick she wouldn't get it. He says, no, I never enrolled in VA. She says, I have 2 450-pound tanks. They're talking about something else. He says, I had to pick between VA or federal government. I took federal tax. How much to fill yours? I think they're talking about their fuel tanks for their homes.
For this, I have to wait for this, and and it doesn't add up. None of it adds up, and just the money trail, how it goes from Pops to him, and it's like a soap opera. It's a soap opera.
He also used the government shutdown. That's when he really started hitting hard on money. And he said as long as the government shut down, he doesn't get his checks and they won't accept his insurance. So now he's buried in medical bills. And I asked him, why aren't you? My sister's a vet. My whole family are vets. And he said it's more money if he signed up to get his checks through the federal government instead of the VA. And I don't think he realized what he said. I don't know. He uses, like the government shutdown, he used that to bounce. And
every veteran I know in the government shutdown got all their checks as normal.
All my family did. Insurance was still good. So it was one of the last things I checked is when all of that came out.
Thank you for tapping.
And I knew I was dealing with a scam artist. I just didn't know who he was at that time. And, yeah.
Yes, Barb's correct. VA was not affected.
Well, then he told me he put his house up for sale in New York that sits on 20 acres of property, and he's selling it for $1.8 million. And I says, well,
get that done.
Can't you go to the bank with the deed, take out a small loan? And he said, no, his credit was shot and destroyed.
Not with that kind of equity.
Oh, and he's also selling the non-existent house in Florida, too, for $300.
He writes, normally I would have to my Navy check by now and DOD at the end of the month. He says nothing. I have to drive to Miami. She says, there's absolutely no grocery store to buy groceries in the town you live in. Really? Well, she's questioning this. I live in a very small rural town with a something market Kroger, grocery store, 8 very small Walmart. That's it. Your town must be smaller than mine. He says, I'm not getting any loans with no income. I've had $3 for gas. That's pathetic. They will be my visit and copay. So I'm okay there or whatever. No income. You have income coming in. That makes no sense.
Some $1,000 and his Harley Davidson bike. And we found that bike. Well, Trolla did. Found that picture of the bike on Facebook as well. And it's his son's bike.
Image search and found out it was
James John's son's bike.
He didn't have surgery.
A Harley Roadster Glide something to that effect.
Well, regardless, he has made himself this other guy down to a T, and everything matches up to even the children's names. So
perfectly.
Once again, people have to decide, is it him or did he just take his identity? Either way, pick your poison of how you want to say it's wrong. So
well, and also I think you and Trolla caught that he'd scrubbed the house off Zillow.
Yes, it was the only house in the area that was scrubbed off. No, it was off the Google Maps.
Yeah.
But he couldn't scrub it off the real estate places, so we could still easily see through the real estate companies.
Yeah. He just started slipping too bad. And he couldn't recover from it, and I think he knew it and was panicking. And that's
He just renewed his, thank you, Bertie. He just renewed his vows. I can't see a date, but I know it wasn't terribly long ago. And so
it was in April.
So his wife didn't die a couple years ago, if that's indeed him. And I'll still say that, if that's indeed him, or this man, that he's claiming to be, whatever.
Right. There's just so many to go through. We'd be here for hours if we looked at all of it.
Yes. Where you want to go, Checkmate? Fallon, do you guys have anything else to go next, or?
This is who we're talking about. They call him Gov. Go over there. After this. We're almost done.
Yes, whatever anybody does, please do not try to give money to that Stolen Valor Foundation. It is fraudulent. And you can look that up with a simple Google search.
When was the last time he contacted you, Stacy? Like in the middle of the day today?
Yes, was it Pop's panic text hit me yesterday morning, and Gov's hit me early that morning. Gov's came in first around 6 in the morning.
Morning.
And then Pop's was around 8 in the morning. So
Didn't
yesterday
Pops' message come in like within 4 minutes of me uploading my video or something?
Yes.
I believe he was like panicking, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He was completely panicking. I saved the entire conversation, which Pops removed out of his messages yesterday, excuse me. And those have been sent over to you. And he's good at using the text now messages. And you could tell right away it was.
Do you want this read out loud, or you guys can actually go to again, it's Tides of Nonsense that posted this. It is on our YouTube channel as well. You guys can go back and read all that, because that's a lot.
It's phony.
And we're almost finished.
Same with the email.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, is this the blog we found?
It probably is. Not that I can read that myself right here, but
yeah.
I guess people are going to have to read it themselves and come to their conclusion. But if you type in his real name, you'll find an interesting blog come up titled Con Artist and Scammer. And it's him. And it's got his picture on it as well.
You may want to know.
Well, it has a picture of the person he's portraying to be.
Correct. Excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry, I'll try to remember that.
No, it's good. We just want to stay correct, for
sure
what it could be.
I believe 1,000% this is our guardian of valor. And Pops and lines were crossed. But not everybody's going to agree, I suppose.
It's okay. Fallon, where are we at?
Okay, so where we are is there were, like I alluded to tonight, Stacy, thank you so much for telling your story. Thank you for coming to Adam so we could connect all of the work that was done over here. There were some things that you guys, that when I told you about on September 24th, that all of this could have been avoided and we could have handled the accountability and could have avoided with Nikki and Bougie being doxxed, Amber being dragged, Cassidy, her information being out, all because they stood against with words, not even any actions that were against it.
And
things that were done with Stacy about
today,
the lies about him being this gentleman, if he is or if he isn't. You guys just look at the receipts and make up your own mind. But one of the reasons why it was so important that we bring so much information to you guys is now we've got a situation where I don't want any drama or anything that's going to take place going forward to lessen the story that you guys always need to protect yourselves. Okay. The clip that you guys heard was strictly on Trollovision should have put out the information and said she has a YouTube, she has a page where she posts everything else. And there is no reason why that information about Beautifully Talented and Checkmate shouldn't have got out, that they were told to take the doxing down or for us to be called hypocrites, any of that.
I do want to say one thing, Fallon, that I was messaged during this live, and she said they were probably on there, but she never listened to his lives, and she didn't know it was on there. I'm just letting you know the message I got. I want to stay fair with everybody.
Yes, and I appreciate that you told me that, Adam, because she actually put in print here and said, I didn't even see that live, or I wasn't in that live, but she actually recorded it actively from the outside, and she sent it to Manda. And Manda let us have this information because there were many, many questionable things that have happened and taken place in which, because we did some awareness things with Trolla, that we're actually being questioned because of the things that are being said and done with her actions. Checkmate, I'm going to need some help because I'm...
Fallon, do you guys want me to drop?
I mean, are we through all of the stuff with Stacy
Guardian
and
of
Gov?
Valor, Gov.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
So we're almost done.
I mean, I guess, we can just end with the fact that people need to...
So you guys can go listen to that if you want. Again, I got this off of Tides of Nonsense. He is on TikTok. He has part 1, 2, and 3. I just told somebody that I would play it today. I did get doxxed in my own live. Fuckers. I know who it is, and I don't think it's Gov. Could be wrong, but I know who it is. And she needs to fucking stop. Anyways, so that's that. If you have any questions or anything, you're more than welcome to ask. The Guardians of Valor is a whole ass lie.
That held the live last night support somebody like that.
I mean, Scammy Claus has got to be having a hard time. Ooh, there's other... so just in your search engine, put Guardians of Valor or Gov. I would put Guardians of Valor, and you'll see videos about him. There was actually one 7 hours ago that involves Breezy and Scam Slam, supposedly. Listen, they collected thousands of dollars in hopes to find Florida Man, but and emphatically said, Scammy Claus, that this is one of only 3 people that she trusts. I wonder too. I don't know where that would be, but I'll look. Let me see. I can do something. She did go live about it. It's crazy. It's all fucking crazy. Let's see. I'm on YouTube. Let me see if I can find. Let's do drama. Drama Talk may have it. Come on. Why are you acting so slow? Amanda Smashley Nonsense is on there. She's country. Sunshine. Me. Again. So I thought you were. I don't know why. Stop. Whatever. Well, OG. And then there's that. Megan, trust in God. Ooh, I'm getting closer. Tech. OG. Your mom's on there. Nope, that's not under Drama Talk. Anybody else have anything on YouTube? On rewatch? Maybe. She probably opted out of that. God, there's a lot on here. Can we go there? I know I'm on there. I need to subscribe. Let's see. Amanda K is on there. Smashley. Imperfect Survivors. T's live. Alyssa's live. Florida Man. Jenny. Blues live. Oh, it's so cute. OG Smashley. Come on. Scammy Claus. She's there. It's her butt and legs. At first, it's kind of funny.
Good evening, everybody.
This was yesterday, 11:20.
Well,
Thank you.
I wasn't expecting to be on again tonight. And yet, here we are. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, old boy is right, huh? Yep.
Good morning, good morning. I'm going to still
Good evening, everybody.
While you guys are listening. If that's okay, I'll be back and forth.
Yeah. Tanya, that's what I said.
Anybody in here, if they do it again, do you mind muting and blocking?
Crazy shit.
Pack some clothes here while we're listening.
Good evening, everybody. Mods, I'm gonna, I normally don't do this, but keep an eye on the chat tonight. Oh, I'm in the loop, yeah. Yeah. I don't know who Ashley is, but I got her screenshot. I got the screenshots of her. Welcome in, everybody. Noodle. I could use some noodle right now. Welcome in, welcome in.
And she's packed. I just need to pack food and take
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
And fix my camera in the back. The front camera is okay. It's my back camera. I think it's the squirrel that's eating out the pumpkin from my neighbor. Lots of squirrels everywhere. There's some fat squirrels around here. Just saying.
Thank you. Yeah, it was quite a night. Quite a night. Yeah.
Yes, Scammy has a clock going.
The football game was very cold. Very cold.
Okay.
And they lost. But, I mean,
let me see.
You know, repeat every last Friday, y'all. But
come on, talk about it. Let's go.
Disappointed. You know, I don't even know. Yeah, flabbergasted. That's a good one.
Flabbergasted.
But well, I'm gonna get started here. So
Yeah, we go.
there was awareness tonight on governor. I always say governors, guardians of valor, and there were a lot of there was a lot of information that was put out regarding him. There was definitely some stuff that concerned me. Okay. And I have to say, I listened to Homie's live after, because I know that person Pops was a mod for him. So I listened to Homie's live, and a lot of things he said is kind of where I am. I'm shocked. I have questions still. It sucks when you trust somebody and then information comes out that makes you feel like you got duped. There's a lot running through my mind right now. One of the things that I'm confused with is that they say that Guardians is Pops and Pops is Guardian. And I need to touch base with Homie here because I want to know if he's ever heard Guardian's voice before, because he said he talked to Pops on the phone. So I'd like to get his. I'd like to hear what he has to say about that, because the awareness on Guardians tonight had recordings of his voice, and I want to hear what he says. Whether it's the same person. He said they were the same voices. Oh, he said they sound the same, huh? Wow. I didn't catch the very beginning of Homies. I got in there a little later. Well, I mean, a voice comparison. I mean, I trust Homie. If he says it sounds the same, I'm gonna go with him on that.
How did you not vet him after hearing this? You got all this
paper
like
receipts,
vetting skills. Let's go.
I know that they showed some
don't judge
PayPal or some type of financial receipt. As we've seen recently, especially, receipts and all that can be made up. Yeah, if I heard Pop's voice, I would be able to tell, definitely. But I will tell you.
Why didn't you call him immediately?
Things that I'm concerned with. Okay. I'm concerned, first of all, that they are saying, Homie said that he has proof that lines were crossed and Guardians of Valor are the same person. That concerns me because lines were crossed with somebody that, I had been in contact with on TikTok regarding some situations. And, like he did with Homie, he was looking into some stuff, for me. And then all of a sudden, lines were crossed, just kind of disappeared. Yes, I know that, little mama. He just kind of disappeared. And then, Guardians of Valor came on the scene, and I don't know why he just didn't tell me that. That doesn't make any sense.
It's a long game.
That alone is disappointing.
It is now.
That alone is disappointing. Why are you trying to hide? Why do you leave TikTok under one name and come back on another? I'm disappointed with that. I'm disappointed, obviously, that something happened with some money. From what is reported from the other live was that Guardians needed money for something, but it was sent to a different PayPal account. And then
he's got some stuff to do. I'll keep looking.
That person who was supposedly Pops was sending it to Guardians, but it was under a different. It's all very confusing. I mean, it's all very confusing. I'm at a loss.
I removed that comment.
I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. I don't know what the story is. I don't know. I don't know why he did or is doing what he's doing.
Okay.
I don't know what the reasoning, what the reasoning is or was.
It's a rough night, though.
I can tell you one time, probably about a month and a half ago, Guardians was in a box in my live, and Pops showed up in my chat. And I remember Guardians saying, "Oh, one of my good friends, Pops, just came in. He knows me off the app, and we're best friends." And I remember being like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" How long have I known him?
It's 7:19 here, by the way.
I knew that he had been doing stolen valor stuff. So when did he start doing that a lot on here? Maybe.
And he
was it
has done stolen valor
2 months in on this year, I think. I would have to go back and check TikTok messages. Because I really don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's been a hot minute, definitely. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a hot minute. I am too, Tabby. The woman he scammed was the only one. Yeah, and it's weird. I mean, I said I have more questions.
The woman he scammed was the only one? No, he has a history
than answers. I mean,
large history. He just got caught right away with that.
I'm glad. Yep. Hold on, Peps. I'm glad that they brought this information out, because I have questions, and I think a lot of us do now.
How do you not know?
And there was information brought out that is concerning. Especially the whole money aspect of it. But again, it's like I have more questions. I have more questions than answers. JC, are you the one that was said that he doxed you?
No more talking about me about that, by the way. Just don't.
Yeah, I heard about the money that she sent him.
She's always said a lot. Today's just a little slower.
And I mean, it was good. It was good to hear Stacy say, and as we've said for so long, don't send money to people on this app, please. Just don't do it. Oh, okay.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, because I saw the name JC, and I knew that they were saying in that live tonight that somebody named JC was doxxed.
4 women were.
So yeah, I mean, can you have a recap? There was a live tonight at about 8:00, putting out information regarding Guardians of Valor, with him not being who he claims he is.
Are we gonna get are they gonna get their money back that donated to this?
It seems as though there's been
money for,
and I didn't see a lot of conversations. It sounded like they said that he had threatened a lot of people, and there were a couple receipts of him doing that in the back end to people. There's receipts of money that was sent to him for various things. And it's all very confusing because there's a tie-in with this guy named Pops. Pops was somebody that was pretty well known. He was a mod for Homie, but they're saying that Pops was Guardians. They were the same person, just had 2 different.
Okay, so Guardians of Valor, or Gov, asked this woman for money, but he didn't have his own PayPal. But he was neighbors with a man named Pops. They retired together in Florida. Pops was a retired sheriff, not sheriff deputy. And that was a lie. And he had his PayPal card. He didn't know where Pops was because he had errands to run or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But he kept sending her requests for money because he needed food. He hadn't gotten his checks yet. Blah, 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 blah. But when she went into the PayPal account, sure enough, the name of the man came up. Well, anyways, now, supposedly, how did you not know? This is the third person, only of 3 people that she trusted on this app, and she set up a GoFundMe with people to go to with this man. Anyways, so he didn't have his card. She finds his name is James, looks it up, and all is broke loose.
TikTok accounts.
He is Pops. He's faking to be Pops.
Homie said that he spoke with Pops on the phone and the voices sounded similar. So there's a lot. It's like right now my head is spinning. And, the one thing that I can absolutely say, and I got screenshots of people in that first live that were just absolutely ridiculous. People insinuating that I did the GoFundMe and I sent the money to Guardians, which is laughable.
Where'd it go?
I still have that money. It has not gone anywhere.
Okay.
I've said a million times, it's in my savings account, and if that reward money is ever warranted for information regarding the arrest of Florida Man, then that person's going to get the money that I collected plus more.
Okay, got it.
And I've said on every live, if there's anybody that donated to the GoFundMe. If they want their money back, just ask. I'll send it to them if they feel a certain way.
Fair enough.
It's not an issue. I've got nothing to hide there. The money's there, so it hasn't gone anywhere. He had nothing to do with that. That was all me. It was sent to my bank account, and I still have it. So,
but it was initially
I'll dispel
for a private investigator, but out of the goodness of his heart, he stepped up
that
and did
story
it for free.
that people are trying to put out there. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
So it taints the whole situation. You know what I mean? Taints.
But there is, there's a lot. There's a lot that it's a lot to take in. When that much information is thrown your way, and
with that much deception that's thrown your way, why is it in her personal account? I don't. Is that weird? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. She probably is spinning.
It's information about somebody that, you thought you had a good idea who the person was,
Hang on. Sorry. Nope, you didn't. Nope, you did not.
It's a shock. It's a shock, and I think they said in the live that that account is already deactivated here. I don't know. I haven't looked.
Nope.
That concerns me, because if the account indeed is deactivated, why is it deactivated already?
By the way, that's funny.
Oh, the accounts are still here. Okay.
Into another one, but I don't think so, because you were.
I thought, didn't they say that the account was deactivated? I thought somebody said that, or did I mishear that?
Right.
Oh, on Facebook. Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Facebook account. Okay. Okay, I appreciate that. Thanks for clarifying that. The people that he doxed. I guess there was a Facebook page that he had. And I guess it was under his real name or something. I was not aware that he had doxed anybody on that until I saw the screenshots. I am on Facebook. I'm private. I don't follow. I think I follow one person here from TikTok. So I wasn't even aware of that. And when I saw the screenshot of that, I wasn't even aware of it because I had never seen it. So, that was something he did on his own, and, I have a feeling that there's probably going to be more info coming out, I know Fallon was saying tonight that she was getting more people were reaching out to her. I hope this doesn't turn into a big financial thing. I hope it doesn't. Because, one of the things I've always said on here is I don't want people losing money that's why, you do awarenesses on these people. The whole point is to make sure people don't get taken advantage of.
Right.
Yeah, So that's very concerning. Very concerning.
Back of the steroids, just in case.
Yeah, and then it's like, all that's going on, right? All that's going on. And I'm watching Homies Live, and then Auburn went in. And if you guys don't know who Auburn is, Auburn has been doing awareness on TikTok for a long time. He's one of the first people,
She sounds so frazzled.
And then he came in and, he dropped a couple truth bombs on Homie. So, I mean, then that, then I was, of course, now thinking, okay, wait a minute. If somebody who makes me wonder if the warrants on FM were legit that he sent out. He did not send those warrants out. That wasn't him, Winsock. That was not him. I mean, those are verified warrants. That has nothing to do with Guardians of Valor. Yeah. Auburn said a couple things in Homie's Live, which, made me think, because if this person, is sending receipts to Homie, and then it turns out, according to Auburn, that this person that sent receipts is also begging on the back end to people, and I don't have any proof of that. That's what Auburn said. I'm basing it on what was said in Homie's Live. Then I'm like, oh my God, so this just opens up another can of worms. And it's like, that's just something else, that comes into mind when you're looking at receipts and you're looking at all this other stuff. So it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's hard at this point, it's hard. Again, when you think somebody, and I'm going to agree with Homie on something, I'm not going to be, and I will never be the type of person that, whenever I meet somebody on TikTok, I'm not going to do a whole fucking background search.
Thumbs up if you want this sped up.
I think that's weird.
We could try it.
Come on. I am a trusting person, and that doesn't work sometimes on social media,
Try it. Okay,
because there are people on this app that are pretty crappy.
Let's just go to this.
And this is not the first time. This is not the first time that I've been
1.75.
I've been duped by somebody. But it'll be the last time, because I just I always say I have trust issues on this app, but it's crazy. I mean, I never would have guessed. And it's like, at this point, it's like, how do you know what to believe and what not to believe? As I said, to me, and for me not to be able to trust somebody anymore is the fact that, Homie confirmed that the person that is Guardians of Valor was also lines were crossed. And as I said, I had been messaging him on TikTok, and I'm talking about lines were crossed regarding other stuff, the stolen valor stuff and other things. And, this is months ago. And then that username disappeared. I don't even remember when it was, but I remember that person saying that, he was
wow,
done
this is so much better.
It must have been after the Dax thing, and I don't even know. But, it was, I'm not helping anybody anymore. This is ridiculous. And poof, gone. But, the fact that he came back under another name is the thing that really bothers me, because I don't know why he just didn't say, oh, by the way, this is... Because people leave this app all the time and come back with different names. I mean, people have burner accounts that they use with different names. People get into trouble on the app, leave for a while, and come back under a totally different name. I mean, that's not the thing that bothers me, but what bothers me is the fact that this person got back in touch with me under another name and never told me. That's what bothers me. So, I'm going to read some of the comments now. Has he done all he said he has done? I don't know what you mean, Heavenly. Can you clarify that? Cricket, I don't know. I agree with that, Marlisa. But yeah, I mean, I wish there was. Is he really military? I mean, from what they said in the main live is that they can't prove that he was not in the military. So obviously they didn't. It sounds as if they didn't come across anything that proves that he wasn't. There were some questions, I guess, about some patches and stuff like that he showed. But that's something that he would have to come out and clarify. He would have to come out and clarify that because I know, like, if I'm not mistaken, with Texas Tiff, she was in the Navy, but she also, if I'm not mistaken, worked alongside the Army at some point, And I don't know if when that happens, you can get patches from different military groups. I don't have enough knowledge in that, so I can't.
But he was only in the military.
I can't say whether or not that
months.
happens.
How do you earn patches?
I would have to do a little digging to find that out. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, that's
probably
I think that point isn't even one of the most concerning things.
He didn't even do basic.
Right, Angel Eyes, I agree.
Or B, whatever he was in.
Regardless, I'm just pissed off. I'm pissed because, as I said, a lot of stuff was put out there tonight.
You can.
I would have liked to see a little more proof of some of the things they said.
He got his DB 14,
but what they put out there, definitely raises questions.
Messed up at one point. That was kind of funny.
So, I was kind of hoping that, or not kind of, I was really hoping that Pops was going to go into Homie's live because I would have liked to hear what quote unquote Pops had to say. I know a lot of us did. A lot of us did trust him, but it's just being on a platform and hosting lives. I feel like the responsibility is on me because I always say this to all creators. Whatever you put on your platform, you're responsible for it. So, I feel like, I was backing somebody.
She might not.
That lied, and that's exactly what it was. I supported him.
I'm just streaming her live.
A number of us creators supported him, and I feel like, I feel like we were kicked in the ass with it. And I don't know if we're ever going to get any answers. I don't know. But, the whole money thing concerns me. The whole change of TikTok name concerns me. Because that's one of the main things that, we talk about on here is people that ask for money, on the back end is just not good. Yeah, some people are good. Yeah, some people are good at deceiving. But again, I will state this one more time. The GoFundMe was set up only by me. $1,625 was raised. That money was transferred to my savings account, and it is still all there. And when it is needed in terms of using it for the reward money, when Mike is arrested, that money will go out to the person who either finds where he is and contacts the authorities to arrest him, or the person that gives information for it.
Bank account.
And it's going to be $1,625 plus because I said it would be $2,000, and that's what it's going to be. So, and I've also said that if there's anybody that donated the money, they donated to the GoFundMe and they want it back, just let me know and I'll send it back. I have no problem with that, none at all. Because as I said, I have been very transparent with that. The money has not gone anywhere. Tammy, it's not hard to believe. It's not hard to believe they haven't found him yet. I mean, what did somebody say today? How many million people are there in the United States? And you're looking for one person in all those millions of people. It doesn't surprise me. 437 million. So 8.6 billion, maybe in the world, not in our country. Yeah, I agree, Kool-Aid. So that's kind of where I am. I mean, I'm just again, I don't even know what else to say. I'm as surprised as everybody.
I have something to say.
What do you have to say?
I want everybody to ask yourself, because I read some things being said in another live that was being held. Didn't Scammy ride hard for this guy? Oh, Scammy this, Scammy that. Ask yourself, how many people on this platform have you rode hard for, and then something came out about them that you had no clue about? I bet every single one of you have supported somebody and then later found out something about them. If it's not multiples, it's at least one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If y'all think Scammy does a government background check on every single person she rides for, she doesn't.
Hands up.
She will trust you until you give her a reason not to.
And there were a lot of us. If you listen to Homie's live tonight, he's in the same place I am right now. We're just, I'm at a loss for words. I don't even know what to say.
A lot of people did ride hard for him. I'm specifically speaking on the fact that all them other people didn't get brought up, but Scammy did.
Of course they did. I saw the comments too that the GoFundMe was sent to him. Do we have confirmation? Just stop.
Okay. You clarified.
That's all I wanted to say, Scammy. I love what you do. I think you're amazing. Keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing, and you have my support.
Thanks, Truth. Appreciate it.
That was true.
Yeah. I did too after dark. So.
Kind of.
Yeah. I agree with that comment, little man. I 100% agree with that. And the people that were making those comments were those people.
If she holds the live about me or post about me, That's going to be sad just because I think everybody has a right to their opinions and thoughts. And I am clarifying now that the money that she's saying, now I know the money is in her personal bank account. She said she'd give it back. And she said that it's not in his hands. So that's all. Listen, I didn't know where the money went. I'm disappointed in the fact that she stated this is one of 3 people she trusts on this app, involved people with him, and didn't vet him one iota, because if you would have taken a second to do it. Anyways. Okay. Back to the clock.
Somebody sent me a comment where a Florida man said in the messages that I sent all of his people's personal information to Guardians of Valor.
Somebody got scammed because
that would be really hard because
in her.
I don't have their information.
Skills, so. But yeah, I've been scammed by somebody on this app.
So, I mean, I guess maybe I'm psychic or something, and I can pull people's personal information just by looking at their TikTok name or something.
Probably. We've all been
Whatever.
Don't say whatever.
It's crazy. I know I should do the lottery numbers because I'm psychic. What's next? Are we going to find out Gabby and Danny are the same person?
It could happen. Trust you anymore. You need to be
at this point, nothing would shock me at all.
Do a lot of vetting.
They could very well be the same person. I don't know. But it's a lot to think about.
Exactly. So it makes me wonder.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
I don't know who
TikTok has a writing. Cass convinced me they don't. They very could well. As I said, nothing at this point surprises me. I agree, Georgetta. I agree.
All right.
Right. I think you're right. There are a lot of questions that need to be answered, and I don't think we're ever going to get those answers.
Listen, it'll go to waste if I don't eat it.
Somebody's got to do a Netflix series on these TikTok things because this is crazy. So I'm looking here if anybody has any other questions, because I just at this point I feel like I have Novocaine in the brain. I mean, I just can't.
We're only halfway through.
I can try to see if he wants to go live, but if Pops didn't want to go live with him, with Homie, I'm not sure if Guardians will. You're gonna go back to watching people make cakes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick solely to people that do ASMR, and I'm totally into this guy right now that creates bonsai art. I think I need that stuff in my life because you know what? A tree can't lie to you. A tree can't pretend they're 2 different people. Unless, of course, it's like an apple tree that is one of those ones that they graft together and it becomes 3 different types of apples. Then, yeah, they can do that. But most of the time, though, cake batter can't either. Oh.
Smells funny.
Yeah, I agree, Diamond. Yep. Gaming lives, yeah, that's a good one you can do, too. That's a good one. Fake bonsai. This guy's cool, though. If you want to look into that stuff, his name is Rural Gardens. The whole art of bonsai is just... And so, I tried to answer anything that I could. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things that we really can't answer. It just creates a lot of questions. I don't know what happened with their live, though. I mean, I didn't get to see the end because I went over to Mexican Homies live. So I'm not sure why they ended. Does anybody know why they ended so quick? Because they had said in the beginning that they sorted through like hundreds of screenshots and had all the stuff to present, but it seemed like they, ended short or something.
I was, the information that they put out, was definitely an eye opener, and it definitely has raised some questions. But as I was watching that live, I would have liked to see some more stuff,
Yeah, that's what me too. That's why I'm wondering why they cut it. Seemed like they cut it short. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I was under the assumption that there was going to be. I mean, they said there was like thousands of dollars or over $1,000. And
yeah, that's what that Stacy person said. She said it was thousands of dollars.
I think they said it was many people or multiple people or something.
Yeah, but then later said it was just Stacy. So I was confused by that. Like there was a lot of things that I was confused by. And when they were talking about JC and that other person, their name started with a C. Like they were saying they got doxxed and stuff was posted about them. Like I wasn't knowledgeable about all that. So maybe they could have let us know a little bit more about what happened there because I wasn't aware of any of that and I was confused by that. So there was things that were, I don't know, confusing me more than clearing anything up.
Right.
Cassidy, right.
I agree with that. But as I said too, I mean, they put enough doubt in my head.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Definitely they put enough doubt where I need to really kind of process all this,
yeah, and Tara, yeah, I believe that Stacy person did get scammed. Like it looks like she did get scammed, and I'm sorry that she got scammed. But is there a way to definitively trace it back to GOV, like with the Cash App or the PayPal or whatever? And I don't know if they showed screenshots of that. Then I missed that part.
I'm confused because I'm the thing that is confusing me, and maybe I missed something in the live, but so Guardians of Valor is Pops and vice versa, and then there's a PayPal account with somebody's name, and their first name I think is James, And they're saying that this James person is Guardians of Valor, but Guardians of Valor's name that we knew him as was Bill. I mean, did I miss where they were able to tie all of those together? I mean, I was just getting so overwhelmed with information that I may have missed that.
Yeah, I didn't see that part either. I would have liked to see. I mean, it's very possibly true, but I would have liked to see definitive proof linking them together.
Axel, are you sure of that?
Yeah, I didn't see them tie it together. Like I
PayPal name linked to the Facebook he sent pictures of. But the picture that he sent, was that him or was that the person he's pretending to be? That's the other thing that has me confused.
Yeah, like was that picture sent to her using the Papa account or the Guardians of Valor account?
Adam called him buddy?
Yeah, he did. Bud. He called him Bud. I heard that part.
That's concerning to me, first of all.
Okay, so Cassidy's saying that GOV sent the picture. See, I didn't see that GOV sent those pictures though in the screenshots that they showed.
So he sent the picture of himself with a white beard, but then sent other pictures of himself with no gray beard, remarrying his wife that's supposedly deceased?
Yeah. No, Cassidy, I saw that they showed the pictures, but I didn't see that they showed what accounts that those were sent from. So they had pictures up on the screen, but I didn't see where
He renewed his vow
they were sent from.
to the dead one.
Unless it was just too small to see it or something. Like I didn't see that.
Sorry, my makeup's about
Yeah,
to
that's
be
what I'm
all
confused.
over his face.
You need a notebook? Yeah, you do. No, same guy, but claiming they were another man, not Gov.
Cassidy said it at the top. Okay, maybe I didn't see that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they should have made that clear. If it wasn't easily readable or something, because I didn't see that at the top.
Wait a minute. Friends with FM is off.
I don't know. Maybe they should have made that clear. If it wasn't easily readable or something, because I didn't see that at the top.
Wait a minute. Friends with FM is off. Okay, so you're not friends with FM. Okay.
I'm gonna have makeup everywhere.
So that was the confusion, right? Because I was confused. Was the gray beard picture, is it really him? Is the picture of the guy in fatigues remarrying somebody really him, or which one?
We can stop it.
James Petty. I mean, there's Bill Petty.
So,
there's James.
we basically. I mean, I don't need to keep playing this live because personally, I can't take the clock and the slow talking and the ums. No, don't stop. Okay.
Somebody else.
No, I have a different name on the emails that he said to me, but the first name is like a variation of Bill.
Right.
But it has his full name on there on emails that he sent to me. But I don't know. Maybe that's not his real name. I mean, you can type any name at the bottom of your email.
We're almost done with it anyways. Probably got about 20 minutes left.
All the mods in that live were chatting with FM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen. I'll let's not talk about. I'll reach out to Adam.
It really doesn't have much. She doesn't really say much more. She says a lot of umming and disappointing and blah 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 blah. So, I'm sure there's a lot more posted out there. So basically, they have gotten nowhere with Florida Man investigation. Where are Gov's contacts now? Right? Gov is not a private investigator, so he's just really good at scheming and scamming and deception. And he's done it. There is a past history. I think I've heard some of it in other lives. You too. See you later. Have a good day at work. And I do have to pack here in a little bit and get ready to go. But I have a couple hours, but I want to clean my apartment and do the floors. I don't know why. Good morning, Amy. This is something that he's done his entire life. And deception and stealing, if you ask me, through deception. He found an opening in this app and thought he could do it. So he brought it to the app. I think one of the bigger questions that I have is, Scammy, that you tell people not to give money to people on this app, but yet you have a bank account full of people's money from this app. And I know that you're going after Florida Man, and I get it. I know that he was in my box this morning. Everybody knows how I feel about him. He even knows how I feel about him. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how I feel anymore because it's all just bullshit. Look, I don't agree with what he's done. I think he needs to do the right thing. That's all I'm going to say. I don't live a perfect life, so I don't know. I don't have it in me right now to hate anybody. except for one person and whoever did what they did in this live earlier. So, yeah. So, anyways, if anybody's got any questions, just put in your search engines, even in YouTube and all that. Gov is what they call them. GOV. My brain went, what? Guardians of Valor. He's supposed to have a charity for stolen valor and all that, but he doesn't. But we are not TikTok vigilantes, correct? Correct. So, facts. Period. I'm already missing Blue. Wait, before I get off, did anybody spend their Blue's last hour or moments on this app for a couple years last night? Because I missed it. Clock it. Did anybody? I missed it. Did he get on? Oh! No, you missed it. Yeah. Yeah, he came into my live a little bit. You did, yeah. I got what you were saying. Actually, I read that as Saul. You guys don't, if I have a question about what you wrote, you don't have to rewrite it. Yeah, unless I have a question. Yeah, because for some reason I can read texts that are written wrong and stuff like that. There's occasions where I have to go, can you clarify? Because I'm terrible. But yeah, so I'm going to end this. I hope everybody has a good morning. I'm going to get ready to go. I got to fix a camera outside. I got cameras inside, outside that need to be looked at and make sure they're working. I'll be coming home. I'm only going 20 minutes out of the way, 25 minutes in traffic. It's probably 35. But I don't like to put the miles on my car, and I kind of need to be with it. I'm going to be closer to where I used to live, so I'm going to spend some time with friends and family. And I'm closer to my parents, so it'll be a weekend with them, sort of. I'll be off and on the app and with the dog that I'm dog sitting. But I need to pack, clean, because I'll be gone for days. I'll be back and forth, though. So if you think my place is going to be empty, you're sadly mistaken. There are cameras everywhere, 4 to be exact, in my small 1-bedroom. And I have neighbors that are on high alert. So, nice try. Anyways. And, oh, by the way, and I have sons that like to check on things for me. In particular, one. So, everybody have those neighbors are on alert. Well, and I met the one next door and with the 2 pitties, and she's aware, and she sees all. And they have cameras for other reasons, right? Happy Thanksgiving to you guys if I don't see you, but you will see me around. And, look classy. But they do. Not on the parking lot, right outside the building on the street. To those women that think they knew what happened that night, you are sadly mistaken. All right, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, they hang out in this room too. Wait a minute. They also hang out in this in these lives. So again, if you think you're trying to prove something, remember they still love their mama, and their mama still loves them. And I may not like my sister, one of them. I may not like her, but I love her. And if you do anything, I'm coming for you even stronger. Bye. I may not like her, but I love her. And if you do anything, I'm coming for you even stronger. Bye. Do anything, I'm coming.